Hello.
Hey Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing very good.
Good. So we got a call from Kimberly.
Kimberly about.
Kimberly Goddard.
Oh, is that one there with the dog?
Pardon me?
The one with the dog?
I don't think she has a dog. I think the other
The one
gentleman-
that looks like a man.
I'm not gonna say that.
Well, okay, she's the one.
So anyway,
What's the
she
call
says
about?
you put a post about on Facebook about her.
I didn't know what. I haven't spoken to her in a couple of weeks.
No?
Nope, the only thing I saw her this morning, I was going out to put up signs.
Okay.
She was coming back this way. Then she stopped and she started videotaping me. Right?
Yeah, she said she did that because you've been harassing her, so she just wanted to make me be safe.
Never, ever once. All Miss Goddard is the one who's been going around tearing down my campaign signs. She's been spreading all sorts of nonsense on social media on me, and I just ignored her. Right? So there was one post that was made about her when she was on the property and her dog was taking a pee. Then she went across the side of the fence, and then her dog took a poo. And then I made a post that says, this is the person who's been harassing me, and the police will not respond to it. And at no time did I see her picked up after her dog. Now, at that time, I didn't know her name. But then she made a comment on the post that says, I did pick up after my dog. And I says, oh, thank you, God. And that's how I knew her name was Kimberly Goddard. And I called you guys numerous times. You guys never respond once. They have threatened me. They've called me nigger. They've called me rat. They've called me child molester. They've called me pedophile. They've called me crackheads. And I've called you guys numerous times. Nobody respond. But now they say Kevin Clarke wrote a post on Facebook to retaliate. No, I wrote a post on Facebook to see who would comment, and she commented it, and that's how I found out her name was Kimberly Goddard. Just like the other gentleman, Scott Laurie. Now, I didn't know who he was. He stand right by the child care center. He started doing this with his body parts right by where it says Children's Services. And he's
Kevin, we're getting off topic.
Well, it is because these guys, you understand? I'm a federal candidate for member of parliament and a candidate for mayor, and you should respond to my calls just as you respond to theirs.
I got dispatched, so I answered my calls.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
So Kevin,
I have
keep it simple, okay?
Yes.
Don't have communication with
I have
her.
no
Don't
communications.
put anything on Facebook about
I have
it,
no
okay?
communications with any of them. They're the one who's harassing me, and they're calling the police on me.
All that, Mr. Clarke.
Yeah. We did not sort it out because you have not taken a report on them.
We've told you.
You will. You will. What do you mean you will? You're supposed to take a report when the crime is committed. It is a crime. They're calling me a rat, pedophile, and child. That is a crime of slandering my name. And no, it's not, because it endangers my life. It endangers my life. That's how people get shot. Because somebody tell you that I'm a pedophile child molester and I'm not, some kid will take it out. But you, the police, walk away. Mr. Trudeau, this is an issue we're going to address in Toronto Centre before October 26th. Imagine that. A Caucasian called the police, said I made a post on Facebook about them. The police reply, but when they threaten me with bodily harm, call me nigger, call me pedophile, call me child molester, which can lead somebody to take my life, look where the police are. The police walk away. How many other colored people had this happen to where they had to resort to go, all the gun violence in the city? Is this the way the police reply to them? You have just seen that. They've threatened me physically harm. Ripped down my legal campaign signs. Call me crackhead. I spoke up against them and said, if I was a crackhead and I'm doing so much for my community, what would you be? Then you must be lower than a crackhead. You're a lowlife. They come back in turn, start calling me rat, child molester, pedophile, which we know that it's disgusting because I am a children's rights advocate. So they're calling me rat, child molester, pedophile, calling me nigger, calling me crackhead, threatening to do physical harm. I call the police does not reply, but then she calls the police, one of them, and says, Mr. Clarke made a post on Facebook about us. And then the police reply. Explain that one. Explain that one. They threaten bodily harm. They call somebody nigger, crackhead, pedophile, child molester that can take their life. And they, in turn, nobody reply. Nobody from the police. But you make a post on Facebook about what they do, then they call the police. And then the police reply. How many colored people have died in Toronto? Could this be the reason why?